interception, looking right, firing right, underthrow. Of course you underthrow it. The guy's only about 6'10". Nice job by Graham. Good football game now. 16-10. Browns on top of the visiting New Orleans Saints. Falcons at the Bengals. Watch A.J. Greene, the wide receiver, coming inside, number 18. Watch his left ankle. He gets hurt on this play. Actually, his toe would not return in this football game. We have no score at this time. And then Giovanni Bernard, a 4-yard touchdown run on the ball, hand him right it, leave the end. Does he stay out? He does. Give it away. 4-yard touchdown. Bengals up by a touchdown, 10-3 over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. Patriots at the Vikings. Matt Asiata, starting running back, that is, for Minnesota. Nat Castle. Watch, Matt Asiata into the flat, gets it to him. Nice job of receiving, then outrunning everyone. 25-yard touchdown by Matt Asiata, 7-0 Vikings. Brady looking left, isolation, man-to-man coverage, go into the post route. Edelman then to the corner, and it's a nice job, touchdown.
And the Patriots just added another block of punt return for a score. They lead it 24-7. Now to Miami and Buffalo. Ralph Wilson being honored in the stadium. The late Bills owner, Noshawn Moreno. This is not good.
No, left elbow injury leaves this football game. Will not return. The soft field goes in the first half, even though this punt is blocked. Boobie Dixon does a nice job here, but it's 9-0. Buffalo on top of the visiting Miami Dolphins. Jaguars at Washington, Jacksonville, that is. Redskins have lost 9 straight football games. And then Robert Griffin III injured his left ankle, goes out, had to have an air cast applied. We have no score. In comes Kirk Cousins. All he does is line up and find Darrell Young, a 20-yard touchdown pass. Cousins' first pass of the game was a touchdown, 7-0. Now it's 21-7, Washington on top of Jacksonville.
All right, Dallas and Tennessee, and Howie, you talked about in the pregame show, getting DeMarco Murray going. They're doing that.
Yeah, as Troy mentioned during the broadcast, it's not fair for Tony Romo, coming off back surgery, not getting a lot of reps in the preseason, to carry the load. You know, it's not sexy, but feeding DeMarco Murray the ball behind this very good offensive line is a winning formula, and particularly on the road. And I think it helps their running game. I think it helps their passing attack and helps their protection.
It helps their defense. The defense only giving up 68 yards. Great job today.
They got to protect Romo. Been sacked 3 times in the first half.
Well, DeMarco Murray, as we go to break, gets our Visa play of the first half as well. 115 yards rushing for Murray, best first half of his career. Second half, a touchdown, one of the highlights, and our Visa play of the first half. Pay online with Visa Checkout in just a few clicks. Then get back to the game. Visa Checkout, the easier way to pay online. Sign up now at visacheckout.com.
The Sooner Magic is back.
Watch out!
College football on Fox. Oklahoma versus West Virginia, Saturday.
Scratch off and win. Play Kentucky Cash Blowout from the Kentucky Lottery.
DQ pumpkin pie blizzards are amazing, but there's a new apple pie blizzard now, too? Impossible choice.
Pumpkin pie for my pumpkin.
Thanks, Graham.
But apple's your favorite.
Granny Smith.
Apple. Pumpkin. Apple. Pumpkin. Apple. Pumpkin. Where's my little man?
You know what? I'll get both.
The new DQ Apple Pie Blizzard with real Granny Smith apples, or the classic Pumpkin Pie Blizzard. This is fan food, not fast food.
It was just brilliant maneuvering by McConnell.
He's the guy that's going to get the concessions from the White House.
Mitch McConnell, who is just as tough as Obama.
Mitch McConnell, who in the end is the person who probably more than anyone else got this deal to the finish line.
It's the 4th consecutive year that Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell has negotiated a deadline deal.
Mitch McConnell, Senator McConnell, was the adult here. What would have happened here if he hadn't been there?
I'm Mitch McConnell, and I approve this message.
Yes, you're loading me up and I'm gonna carry stuff and you're gonna build something today. You're not very good at getting all you need at once, so I know we'll be back here today. Look at all those other cars, they can't carry crap. It's alright when they even try. What has no thumbs and loves what he does? This guy.
Your car has a life too. Stay covered and let them live it already. Safe Auto. Call, click, and enjoy the road ahead.
We need to break up.
Is it the biting? Because I can stop.
No. I love you and your show. It's cable.
Customers are more satisfied with you first. Switch and we can stay together forever.
Forever? Oh! Not gonna lie to you, it's also the biting.
Break up with cable. Choose UVerse TV from $19 a month for 2 years.
Game day. It's time to come together as one to cheer on your Cincinnati Bengals. It's an experience like no other. The beautiful roar of tens of thousands of Bengals fans on their feet and turning it up. Yeah, you can sit on your couch and watch, or you could experience the sights, sounds, emotions, and electricity of Cincinnati Bengals football in person. Cincinnati, let's roar.
On performance that excites. Stat of the half, DeMarco Murray. 115 yards and a touchdown, and he did it behind that offensive line that is the third youngest starting across the NFL for a team that, by the way, and this might surprise people, is the third youngest team across the NFL, the Dallas Cowboys. You don't really think of them that way, but they've gotten a lot younger defensively. And that offensive line is bringing that average down. Tennessee Titans have work to do, down 16-0. But Leon Washington misreading that. Ends up getting on top of it, but he's wrapped up inside the 10. That ball didn't fly as far as he thought it would, and he had to recover. Joseph Randle, the first guy there. And the Titans will start inside their own 10 at the 8. Let's go down to Aaron Andrews.
Caught up with Ken Wisenhunt coming out of the locker room. He said, I'll sum up the first half for you. We missed plays and we were horrible on third down. He said starting here in the second half, Jake Locker has to make some throws and somebody has to make a play for him. And guys, I did ask Jason Garrett. I said, you know, Troy and Joe were talking about the run. Are you going to stick with the run? And he said, you know what, we're just going to keep attacking. Didn't want to commit to anything there.
All right. I'm sure he smiled when you said that we were talking about the ground game. Your former backup quarterback with the Dallas Cowboys, his Locker sets up a screen, and he's got Kendall Wright. And Kendall Wright's got a first down and a good start for the Titans, down 16. A catch and run of 12 yards as we look at the stats after one half of play.
Well, that was a good start to start this second half. Not a lot of positives there in the first half. An inability offensively, as Ken Wisenhunt talked about. They did not convert a third down, and then just too many plays left out there on the field. But this is an important drive for Tennessee to get something going and prove to themselves that they're capable of moving the football.
Blitz coming. Pass caught. That's right on this side. And back-to-back completions to Kendall Wright. This time good for 11. Another first down.
Well, this is an outstanding football player, young player in Kendall Wright. He's got great quickness. He's able to get out of this break. You see from the slot position, but I like what Ken Wisenhunt is doing as the play caller. Get Jake Locker into some kind of rhythm. 2 quick passes to start this second half.
Handoff now is to McCluster. And Dexter McCluster on first down gets 9.5. That previous play, that was Sterling Moore coming on a blitz. Got there about a step too late. 2nd and 1 as Ken Wisenhunt's offense has come out clicking here in the second half.
Yeah, this is about as good as they've looked. They've made 3 good plays.
Locker with time. Pass caught. Delanie Walker, good throw. And Walker at first down inside the 45 to the 44, good for 16.
Locker does an outstanding job of hanging in the pocket. He will do this. He will hang in the pocket if he has to, if he's got an open receiver, and absorb the blow. Cowboys play man coverage. They challenge the receivers. Delanie Walker, who was primarily a blocker at San Francisco, has a great year for this team last year. He creates separation, wins on the route.
They've run 4 plays, have 3 first downs. Play number 5. It's McCluster with another inside the 30.
Tell you, I'd like to know what Ken Wisenhunt said to this group. They're at halftime, but they have come out to start this second half an entirely different team from the one we saw in the first half. Great execution, good holes up front by the offensive line, doing a nice job.
High snap, handoff is to McCluster again, and he gets tripped up in the backfield by Sterling Moore. Loss of 1. You know, Dexter McCluster, they pick him up. He was with the Chiefs last year, and a guy who really, for the most part of his career, hasn't gotten a lot of opportunities to carry the football. He's outstanding out of the backfield as a receiver, and you know, he's a lot like what San Diego had last year with Whisenhunt, with Danny Woodhead, but he is now becoming more involved in the running game, doing a good job. Walker throws, pass contested, broken up. Good coverage there. Washington, the intended receiver, with Brandon Carr all over him. Yeah, just playing tight coverage across the board. A little more man, or a little more zone coverage there in that first half to start this second half. The Cowboys are challenging the receivers. That time Carr is able to make a play. Now 3rd down and 11. Walker tries to get out of trouble. Wrapped up. And what looked like a very promising drive ends up stalling inside the 30 as Rolando McClain is there, but there was nowhere for Locker to throw it or run to. Well, that's something at least offensively they can build on maybe throughout the rest of this half. Did a good job. They were backed up because of Leon Washington unable to field that ball on the kickoff, and to be able to come away with potentially some points here is good. But the Cowboys, they rally and make a key stop again on 3rd down. They get a sack to force a 47-yard try by Ryan Succop. He was 4 for 4 last week in his return to Kansas City, and is now 5 for 5 as a Tennessee Titan. So the Titans are on the board, trailing by 13. Different looking team at the start of the second half for the Titans.
This is a different kind of airline. One that invented low fares so everyone could fly. One that decides where to go next by putting your needs first. And knows people are its most powerful fuel. Some say we do things differently. We say, why would we do things any other way? Without a heart, it's just a machine.
Sometimes you gotta go back to actually move forward. And I don't mean going back to reminisce or chase ghosts. I mean going back to see where you came from, where you been, how you got here, see where you're going. I know there are those that say you can't go back. Yes, you can. Just have to look in the right place.
Today's game on Fox is sponsored by Southwest Airlines. Without a heart, it's just a machine. By Papa John's, official pizza sponsor of the NFL. By all the Old Spice products, which you should use all over your body. And by the Lincoln Motor Company and the first ever MKC.
Hot Hattie B's Chicken right here in Nashville, Tennessee. Beautiful day as we play here on the 14th of September. Ryan Succop just hit from 47. Good start to the second half for the Titans offense. Cowboys will get it at their 20. We'll take a break and come right back. Back that offensive line. Running back, DeMarco Murray and Tony Romo up 13.
When was the last time your wireless company made you feel like this? The new Cricket Wireless believes you should be doing a lot more of this. So we don't have any of those silly annual contracts. But we do have a whole lot of coverage for not a lot of money. So everyone can feel like this. Switch now and get a free 4G smartphone on our reliable 4G network after a $50 mail-in rebate Cricket Visa promotion card. The new Cricket Wireless. Something to smile about.
When you see everyone in America, almost every day, you notice a few things. Like the fact that you're pretty attached to these. Okay, really attached. And that's all right, because we'll text you when your package is on the way. We're even expanding Sunday package delivery. Yes, Sunday. At the U.S. Postal Service, our priority is, was, and always will be you.
So, dude, what is this you're listening to? You need to pump up some jams. I mean, come on, it's Friday. People want to dance. Yeah, Phil knows what I'm talking about, don't you, Phil? Let's break out the glow sticks. It's time to get this party started. Whoop, whoop. Wow, MJ in the house.
Thanks, man. Sure.
Now, all Hanes underwear is tagless. Go tagless.
Why do we start every NFL season with a kickoff special?
Because it's the start of the NFL season, and that's pretty special.
Get any large 2-topping pizza for just $10. Add a mega chocolate chip cookie for just $5. Better pizza, better football.
Papa John's.
Tony Romo is 10 of 16 for 94 yards, and that's the good news for the Dallas Cowboys. He hasn't had to do much because of the ground game and the attack of DeMarco Murray. Starting at the 20. There he is, left side, and he will tumble forward for 3. And this is a different looking attack there, Mr. Aikman, for the Dallas Cowboys so far here today.
It sure is. It's the one we've been hearing about for a while from Dallas as far as what they want to do and whether or not they're going to stick to the run. It sure looks like they're going to, and why not? DeMarco Murray having a great game, and you know, it's been, I don't know that Tony Romo's ever been involved in a game where he's been able to rely on the running game like he has here today.
What a luxury for a quarterback coming off a 3-interception game and coming off his second back surgery. Romo, in his career, the week after he throws 3 or more interceptions, a quarterback rating of over 94, 13 touchdowns, 7 picks, but 4 and 5 overall. Again, the Cowboys lead by 13 and now faced with 3rd and 7.
That's the guy right there, Jarrell Casey.
Working on Smith. Romo sacked. Brought down by Bernard Pollard. And it's 3 and out for the Cowboys to start this second half.
That's a good stop by Tennessee defensively. Initially, there was time for Romo to get the ball out. You see Jason Witten, they turn him loose in the middle, but by the time Romo wants to get back to him, he just is under too much duress, and a good job getting pressure again. He's been roughed up pretty good in this game.
First sack of the year for Pollard. 4th sack of the day for Tennessee. As Leon Washington heads out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 32. The Titans will take over second possession of the half, down 13.
What is this place?
Never go beyond those walls.
We can make it out of here. I know that.
The Maze Runner, rated PG-13.
Visa Checkout is the easier way to pay online.
Okay, just enter your password at checkout.
But can Kaloe and Dino really pay for Pizza Hut inside one of the heaviest waves in the world? Sign up now. Visa Checkout, the easier way to pay online. Visa, everywhere you want to be.
Visa Checkout and Pizza Hut are ready to dish up 1 million free pizzas. Get yours now at pizzahut.com.
Wait, are you running full Adobe Photoshop on a tablet?
Yep, but it's not just a tablet, it's really a laptop. It's a Surface Pro 3 with a touchscreen.
Well, it can't be as fast as my Mac.
Sure it can, and it is.
But you probably can't plug anything into it.
I have a USB, mini DisplayPort, plug away. And this is my favorite, it's the kickstand.
So you're saying it does more than my Mac?
Well, technically, you said it.
This telecast is copyrighted by the NFL for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this telecast or of any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the NFL's consent is prohibited.
Today's game on Fox is sponsored by Microsoft Surface, the official tablet of the NFL.
Tennessee with only 2 guys with a catch so far in this game. Delanie Walker and Kendall Wright. That's it. Down by 13, first down at their own 32. Walker has found Walker again. And the completion is good for 6, and we go down to Aaron Andrews.
It was a big stop for Tennessee's defense, who did it without their cornerback, Jason McCourty. He is questionable to return with a groin injury, although since the Titans have come out of the locker room since halftime, he hasn't had his helmet near him. Shane, we had a good time talking to him. He's really looking forward to going up against Dez Bryant today.
Yeah, a real impressive young man. Had a good year last year, off to a good start. 2 interceptions at Kansas City last week, and now on the sideline. For the rest of his defensive teammates, as Washington has his first catch. His knee was down, a small gain of 1 as Sterling Moore was there. And we've said the name of Sterling Moore a few times already, a free agent out of SMU in his 4th year with Dallas.
Yeah, he's playing because of the suspension to Orlando Scandrick, scheduled to miss the first 4 games. Likely he'll be back next week because of the change of that policy. He's done a nice job. You know, we've seen Tennessee here in this half throw the quick passes. Dallas really playing these receivers tight. I think Tennessee's got to take a shot down the field. They got a chance again here if they want to take one.
0 for 7 on 3rd down are the Titans, and he's got Walker. Delanie Walker in a foot race to the end zone.
You're going to see Delanie Walker. He's going to the corner route. Nate Washington, he gets bottled up on the outside. You got 2 receivers in the same area. Usually a corner can sometimes come off of that and make a play, but they fit that pass in. And then Delanie Walker able to break the tackle there on the play. Claiborne is the one who missed the tackle, and that's the big play that this offense has been needing.
A big play of 61 yards, and Morris Claiborne didn't make a play on the ball and then didn't make a tackle. Barely slowed down Delanie Walker, who for a big man can really run, and he proved it. A highlight for Jake Locker, the biggest play of the season. Titans back in it, down by 6.
I know it's nearly impossible to believe, but I'm not actually a real man. But I started using Old Spice deodorant and body wash together, so I can finally reel like a smell man and have hot water. Lady woman motorcycle is error repeat F369 error meatballs helicopter business transaction hot dogs cool dude.
You smell amazing.
Briefcase tacos.
Taco Bell's Beefy Fritos Burrito, crunchy Fritos, seasoned beef, and warm nacho cheese sauce, all for just $1. One of 11 craveable creations on Taco Bell's new Dollar Cravings menu, each for just $1. Only $1? Who approved this?
Baby, what's the fastest way to the hospital?
It's coming.
What do you mean it's coming?
I'm pushing, but it's too slow.
No, baby, breathe.
At times like these, you shouldn't go slow. You should be fast. With Metro's lightning fast nationwide 4G LTE network. With unlimited data, talk, and text, $40, period.
Twins.
No surprises. Even taxes and fees are included. $40, period.
This is war.
Another look at that touchdown route. Nate Washington has got to clear out here. You've got Delanie Walker going to the corner. Morris Claiborne actually does a good job of holding up Washington, and that's why you've got two receivers in the same area. But Claiborne, who could have come off of that, maybe made a play on the ball, but he's got to be able to bring him to the ground. He did everything right except make the tackle when he had the chance, and because of that, the Tennessee Titans are right back in this ball game.
On their first third down conversion of the game, a career-long catch for Delanie Walker, 61 yards. He's got his first career 100-yard game. Talented guy, but he used to play behind one of the best ever in Vernon Davis in San Francisco. Had 6 touchdowns last year, and now Delanie Walker's got his second of the season here in 2014. This October, history will be made as baseball's postseason moves to America's new sports network. Fox Sports 1 is your new home for baseball's National League Division and Championship Series. It all begins this October on October 3rd. We'll see how committed the Dallas Cowboys are to that heavy run mix, as it's now a one-score game. Short pass. Pass was a bit underthrown. Catch made by Dez Bryant, and they're going to mark him out at the 29.5. He got 9.5.
Well, with that score, then you get the crowd back into this ball game. The Cowboys are well represented here at this stadium, but the fans haven't had a whole lot to cheer about, but they started to make a little bit of noise now that this defense is out on the field.
Gavin Escobar, who we saw leave the field in the first half, is back out there. So an extra tight end, and they run it on 2nd and 1 and pick up a first down with Murray. So after a 3-and-out the first time they had it this half, a 5-yard carry by Murray and a first down.
Well, we'll see what Tennessee's able to do defensively, and as you said, Joe, what Scott Linehan decides to do offensively. What they've been doing has been, really good, and then it depends on being able to convert on third downs. They get the first down there on 2nd, but Tennessee looking to make a key stop.
Hand off, Murray left side, good pickup on first down. Sammy Hill made the tackle, a gain of 6.
Jason Witten, for all the accolades that he gets because of his ability to catch the football, these are the things that really kind of get lost with him, because he's an outstanding blocker. If you're going to run the football to the tight end side, that tight end better be able to secure the edge and block, and he is one of the most well-rounded tight ends, not only right now in the game, but that's ever played the position.
Play action from Romo, who steps up, throws short again, but the pass is caught. And Dez Bryant's got a first down inside the 40. We've seen some underthrown balls from Tony Romo to wide open players. He's had a couple of completions on those throws, but the ball just doesn't seem to be coming out of his hand like he expects it to.
Yeah, it even goes back to training camp, where some of the issues that Tony had was the deep throws. We saw it again last week. The intermediate throws didn't seem to be much of a problem. I think he's being real careful with the football right now, which is something he should be concerned with, but an excellent job by Dez Bryant making that reception.
Yeah, that was a good catch. Here's Murray spinning down inside the 35. And a gain of 6.
Yeah, it's a good possession right now by Dallas. Tennessee, they get the big play, they cut the score to 6, and now Dallas has to get something going after they went 3-and-out on their opening possession of this half, and they've been able to do that. So here they are knocking on the door once again to come away with some points of their own on this drive.
Titans come with a blitz. Romo, this is tipped and dropped off the right hand of Jason Witten and nearly picked off. And it'll be 3rd down and 4.
Now, this one won't show up on the stat sheet, but it looked like Jason Witten, after a ball that was high, he turns, and he's the one who's able to at least keep Pollard from being able to intercept the pass. Pollard has it, and then Witten comes back in, because it sure looked like if he catches that football, there was nothing out in front of him. I don't think Romo would have been able to make a play.
That could have turned the game. Now 3rd and 4. Blitz again. Romo, quick setup, ball in the air and down incomplete, but a flag is thrown. Dez Bryant was interfered with.
That's Bleedy Ray Wilson, who now is responsible for covering Dez Bryant. Initially it was fine. You see the left hand there.
Pass interference, number
pull
25.
on the jersey.
Defense. Ball be placed at the spot of the foul. First down.
Bleedy Ray is a young player. He got his first NFL start last week. And now with Jason McCourty down because of the groin injury, he's going to draw 88 a fair amount. Played him tough. He just got the left hand on the jersey.
Only the 3rd Tennessee penalty of the day. They had 12 last week. That's a big one. Instead of 4th down, it gives a first down at the 24. Back to the ground. Little hesitation by Murray, and he's down inside the 20, but a flag and a hold against Dallas.
Holding, number 72, offense, 10-yard penalty, still first down.
Second-year pro Travis Frederick.
Well, there he is in the middle of the screen. We'll take a look and see. Yep, there's that's a pretty good hold there.
Had a hold of the jersey of Sammy Hill, and so after getting the pass interference, the ball comes all the way back to the 34 for 1st and 20. Still more running plays than pass plays. Here's Bryant, able to recover, able to stay upright, and they're going to mark him out of bounds. Not a big gain on the completion, just 6. Cody Sensabaugh was out there in coverage as the Titans try and fill the shoes of Jason McCourty, their best corner, out on the sideline.
Yeah, that's a tough duty right there. Cody Sensabaugh now, him holding up. They've thrown a lot of quick passes out there to Dez Bryant. You just, with the one-on-one looks that they're getting, at what point does the Cowboys take a shot to 88 up the field?
A lot of blitzing from Tennessee. Cowboys pick it up. Romo to the end zone. A lot of contact. Wow. No flag.
Yeah, I was shocked. The official was right on top of it, Joe, right in the end zone. There was definite contact down the field right there, the push. And they're viewing that as incidental contact. Dez is fighting for the ball, trying to play in. Sensabaugh, he's leaning on him. Didn't look as bad on the replay as it did live.
Now 3rd down. Had Witten for a moment. Pass is caught for a first down. And a big completion to Dez Bryant, and one of the better throws Romo's made all day.
Well, the Titans run a twist up front with Sammy Hill and Derek Morgan, and because of that, they allow Romo then to buy some time by getting out of the pocket and keeping this play alive. You see the time that's required for Dez Bryant to get down the field and then open himself up. Tennessee was pretty disciplined up front. That time they just lost contain on Romo.
8 catches, 95 yards for Dez Bryant. That one 18 yards on 3rd and 14. See if they go back to the ground. Instead, a short throw. Williams out on the edge to the 3-yard line.
That's a good job there, just getting the ball into Williams' hands. Sensabaugh, he's got a little action his way here on the last few plays, and he waited on Williams to get to him to then try to make the tackle. When you see that receiver, you got to go attack it. It's hard one-on-one to be able to make a play with before they pick up significant yardage. 2nd down and 2. This is where Dez Bryant is so dangerous. A lot of times they like to throw the back shoulder fade or the comeback to the front pylon.
Pass is incomplete for Bryant. And exactly what you were talking about. Succop in coverage. Now it's 3rd down and 2.
Yeah, you see that so many times with Dallas when they get down into this part of the field. Dez Bryant is so effective using his body and being able to come back with body control and make the tough catch. This time they fail to connect.
Cowboys can get a 1st down without getting a touchdown. 12th play of the drive here, and it's 3rd down and 2.
They'll just come back and hand it off to Murray.
Pass is caught for the touchdown. Bryant on the other side. Working on Bleedy Ray Wilson. And the crowd and the Titans were looking for a flag on a push-off.
Well, they run the exact same route to the other side, and you know they could have certainly called it. There was contact by both guys, Bleedy Ray Wilson as well as Dez Bryant, but at the end you saw Dez Bryant's arms get extended, and they'll call things for less than that.
Who knows better than you? You ever throw to a guy wearing 88 that extended his hands?
They put that rule in for old Urban.
A touchdown of 3 yards, and the pass to Dez Bryant as the Cowboys answer the Delanie Walker touchdown and lead again by 13.
Sometimes you gotta go back to actually move forward. And I don't mean going back to reminisce or chase ghosts. I mean going back to see where you came from, where you've been, how you got here, see where you're going. I know there are those that say you can't go back. Yes, you can. Just have to live in the right place.
Visa Checkout is the easier way to pay online.
Okay, just enter your password and check out.
But can Kaloe and Dino really pay for Pizza Hut inside one of the heaviest waves in the world? Sign up now. Visa Checkout, the easier way to pay online. Visa, everywhere you want to be.
Visa Checkout and Pizza Hut are ready to dish up 1 million free pizzas. Get yours now at pizzahut.com.
I have big news. Bacon and cheese have been stuffed in a crust.
Pizza Hut's new bacon and cheese stuffed crust with hardwood smoked bacon and a blend of 3 cheeses. For a limited time, get a large one topping for just $11.99 and a free 2-liter of Pepsi when you order online. Order now at pizzahut.com.
Don't miss a special sneak peek of Gotham this Tuesday during Utopia on Fox.
Everybody was picking on the Dallas Cowboys after week 1. Picking on Romo, picking on the defense, play selection. They've had a good day today here in Nashville, leading again by 13 in a big answer to the touchdown put up by Delanie Walker on that long drive. It ended with a touchdown pass to Bryant. Here's a return from Jackie Ballard. Big hit out there. Oh. And one of the players, Joseph Randall, comes staggering out of there, and he's not the only one having a tough time getting up. That's Leon Washington. And there it is, right at the 20.
That's one of the reasons there's been talk about taking this play out of the game. You know, talking about guys getting up ahead of speed and running 40 yards downfield, and those kinds of collisions, those are the types of injuries that you see. This is a big time collision between these two guys, and I know that they'd like to see that taken out of the game.
So Randall, who's been the main guy to spell DeMarco Murray, is getting checked out on the sideline, and they'll do the same with Leon Washington on the Tennessee side. Starting at the 25, down by 13. Pass is caught. Walker again. He loses the ball, but basically throws it into the waiting arms of Justin Hunter.
Yeah, I saw as he was trying to get extra yardage, he was sure loose with the football even before it came out. Right there. Easy to get the ball knocked out when you've got the ball away from your body like that. Titans fortunate that Hunter was there to recover that loose ball.
Now J.J. Wilcox is down. It was Sterling Moore that knocked it out. And it was Wilcox going for the loose ball that can't get up. They have Jeff Heath as a backup safety. They have C.J. Spillman, who's dealt with a groin injury this week. And he got that right shoulder, neck, and head area trapped. We got helmet to helmet hit by Devon Coleman. With 1:45 left in the third quarter, they check on Wilcox. And we go to Kurt Menefee with a game break.
All right, New Orleans coming back against Cleveland. Jimmy Graham, his second touchdown of the game. This one's from a yard out. From Drew Brees, of course. It's 17-16 right now. New Orleans coming back after being down. Back to you, Joe, Troy, and Pam.
All right, Kurt. So New Orleans, after that last-second loss of a lead and then an overtime loss last week to Atlanta, trying to win on the road. As they've come back from their deficit to lead by 1, and now Wilcox is up. They ruled Delanie Walker with a catch and a fumble. If you have Delanie Walker in your fantasy team, he gets a 6-yard reception plus a fumble.
You have Delanie Walker? Okay. I don't know.
It's Svita, our statistician, must, because that was off his board, not mine. Our producer Richie Zients has him. He's had a big day, Delanie Walker. Touchdown. And over 100 yards receiving at 107. Pass caught. There he is again. And he is wrapped up about half a yard shy of a first down by Brandon Carr.
There's a good tackle there by Brandon Carr, because there was some room for Delanie Walker had Carr not have been able to get him to the ground. But man, what a difference we've seen in Jake Locker in this offense from the first half. When they've had the ball, they've been very efficient here in this second half.
Jeff Heath has come into the lineup to replace Wilcox as McCluster picks up the first down to midfield, and we're under a minute to go in the third quarter.
You know, one of the things we haven't seen much of is, I know last year when Wisenhunt was with the San Diego Chargers, they were able to get some matchups with their backs on Cowboys linebackers. They thought they might be able to take advantage of some of those looks again here this afternoon, but that hasn't been the case. Delanie Walker's been the guy who's pretty much been working the middle.
He's got Church on him here. Walker does. This one downfield and incomplete for Justin Hunter. Carr in coverage, and Hunter had a shot at it, couldn't pull it in.
Yeah, that's the type of play that they have talked about Justin Hunter being very good at being able to bring in. They actually compared him to a former Dallas Cowboy, Alvin Harper, in being able to go up and make a play, but a ball that was thrown very well by Jake Locker. He's just unable to bring it in.
What is it? 64? 64. Go Rocket, go Rocket. Rocket. Blue 80.
Second down and 10. Locker to run. And the former baseball prospect picks up 8, and that's how the third quarter will come to a close here in Nashville. So 1 quarter to go. Titans trying to win their home opener and go to 2-0 under first-year head coach Ken Wisenhunt. Cowboys trying to even it up at 1-1. Off we go to the fourth. Back after this from your local Fox station.
It's
It's the new girls season premiere that's unbelievable.
That's me naked. That's me with someone I thought was Larry King.
This Tuesday on Fox.
Arby's is expanding your sandwich horizons. Welcome, Euro. Your traditional Greek seasonings tastefully spice our thinly sliced beef and turkey. Hello, tzatziki sauce. We honor you with correct pronunciation. Pillowy Peter, you are a bun from another mother. We welcome you, new Euro sandwich, with open mouths. Arby's, we have the meat.
All new. 2 words you hear a lot in this industry. 2 words we seem to accept without actual proof. But in the case of Chrysler 200, new is actually happening. With class-exclusive features like a 9-speed transmission that boasts 36 mpg highway. See for yourself all that is truly new at the Chrysler Great American Drive event. Well-qualified returning Chrysler Group lessees get a low-mileage lease on 200 Limited for $239 a month with $239 due at signing.
Scratch off and win. Play Kentucky Cash Blowout from the Kentucky Lottery.
The clock is ticking on Toyota's Last Chance clearance event. Don't miss out on final closeout savings. The Toyotas are going fast. Don't miss 0% financing on 12 different Toyotas, including Camry, RAV4, and Tundra. And every new Toyota comes with no-cost maintenance included. For all Toyota offers, go to buyatoyota.com. Hurry, Toyota's Last Chance clearance ends September 30th. Toyota, let's go places.
4th quarter now, Jason Garrett, who is playing at the end of his contract, and jury is out as to whether he will get a new deal. A lot riding on this season. Ken Wisenhunt is getting started here in Tennessee. 3rd down and 2.
Well, you wonder if this is 4-down territory for Ken Wisenhunt. They've only converted 1 3rd down. But this is a big one for Tennessee.
Locker hangs in, finds the young receiver Hunter. And Justin Hunter's got a 1st down as he picks up 3.
I guess we won't know, but you pick up the 1st down there on 3rd. It's the difference between punting if you're not going to go for it on 4th down or get another set of downs with a chance to come away with some points. But this offense, I've been impressed with what I've seen of them through that 3rd quarter and now on this drive.
They got up off the deck after a bad 1st half. This is tipped, and Rolando McClain's got it. They're letting this play go, and now one of the officials comes in and says incomplete, with Walt Coleman, the referee, letting the play go. Rolando McClain almost came up with a pick, and let's see if he cradles it against his body. He's got it so far. That's a pick.
Yeah, it looked like an interception to me as well, Joe. I thought it was even in real time, and they're going to try to get this ball snapped. And
this can be reversed to an interception, no advancement, and I think the Dallas Cowboys are going to get the football right here.
Yeah, they won't get the benefit of the return, but they'll take a look at this, and by all indications, it's an interception, and the Cowboys will get the ball right there.
Well, at no point did we see the ball hit the ground.
Really on the field.
That ball was tipped into the air by Henry Melton. And somehow Rolando McClain, who was traded to the Cowboys, who is making an impact, came away with what looks like an interception. We'll get the call when we come back.
They used to have cable. I only got some of the games. Now that I have DirecTV NFL Sunday Ticket, I can watch every game every Sunday, which means that everyone wants to come over to my place. And the first rule of hosting, you never want to run out of ice.
Become the world's most powerful fan. Get NFL Sunday Ticket included at no extra charge. Call 1-800-DIRECTV.
Let's hear it for Bud Light, the perfect beer for when you take over a town, make me the mayor, call it whatever USA. Then pack it to the brim with so much spontaneous, never thought I'd be doing this awesomeness that it's hard to believe we actually pulled it off, right? Body bowling, roller disco, Bud Light, tiny cars, tiny horses, big celebrities, Bud Light, dancing, karaoke, Bud Light, whatever that is. This guy, this girl, oh my, wow, look at that. Bud Light and Bud Light, then put it on the internet for everyone to see. And whatever else happens.
Bud Light, the perfect beer for whatever happens. Find out more at upforwhatever.com.
At Domino's, we believe a great pizza needs great cheese. That's why we have experts. Award-winning Wisconsin cheese experts, Mark and Dean. Order 2 medium, 2-topping Domino's pizzas for only $5.99 each and taste the cheese expertise.
Today's game on Fox is sponsored by Domino's. Oh, yes, we did. By DirecTV. If you call yourself a sports fan, you gotta get DirecTV. And by Bud Light, who reminds fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly.
We'll get the call from Walt Coleman. Jason Garrett was hot.
After reviewing the play, the defender got his hand under the ball. It is an interception. And the Dallas ball, 1st and 10 on the 32-yard line.
The reason Jason Garrett was hot was because it takes a touchdown away. Rolando McClain had it, Troy, and got up. He was it seemed a little unsure, but once he took it back, he was unimpeded to the end zone.
Yeah, and what Jason Garrett's upset about also, Joe, is the fact that it was ruled an incompletion on the field. And if you're in doubt as an official, let the play go. You can always come back and rule that the ball had hit the ground and it's incomplete. But if they had let him play and then try to clean it up afterwards, it's a touchdown Dallas.
Set the clock to 14:23, please. 14:23.
So instead of a quick defensive score by Rolando McClain, and give this guy credit. I mean, he's trying to do the right thing. He spent last year out. He retired twice. The Cowboys, once they lost Sean Lee, were looking for anybody, and they make the trade to get him, and he's been outstanding through 2 weeks.
He's clearly got ability. I mean, he was the 8th overall pick in 2010 by the Raiders, and that doesn't happen without having some real skills. Out of Alabama, by the way. Here's a toss to Dunbar. And Dunbar is out to the 35-yard line. A gain of 3. You look at this game right now, Cowboys up 13 points, and still a lot of time clearly in this 4th quarter, but the way Dallas has run the football, they can take this clock down and take time off on this possession. So this becomes big for Tennessee in being able to make a stop and get the ball back to their offense.
Cowboys are at 6 yards per carry in this game. Win a lot of games doing that. Here's Dunbar. He's tripped up back to the line of scrimmage, and while they showed the replay here at LP Field, there was a big roar because the Dallas Cowboy fans are all over the seats here in Nashville, and all the controversy with last week, all the 49er fans that were in attendance in Arlington at AT&T Stadium. Cowboy fans showing they travel well also.
A lot of Cowboy fans and a whole lot of country music fans.
Yeah. That's universal. 3rd and 7. Titans need a stop. Beasley is there for Dallas and a big 1st down. To keep the ball, keep the chains moving as Cole Beasley has his 1st of the day.
I've talked about it before. I really like Cole Beasley and the ability that he has. I mean, you can talk about Dez Bryant, Jason Witten, those guys, and they're all important players to your offense. But when you can bring in a guy like Cole Beasley as your 3rd, 4th receiver, inside guy who's so quick and creates separation from a defender, to me, those are the matchups that create problems for a defense and really allow your offense to execute at an entirely different level.
On 1st down, handoff to Murray. Big hole right side. With all the talk about offense and the rules favoring the offense in the passing game, and you're going to now worry about all these defensive holds in the secondary and pass interference, every advantage seemingly to teams throwing the football. You look at what Seattle's been able to do running the football. You see what happened in week 1 across the NFL with teams that could run. And it's a different looking Cowboy team here today because they can hand it off and pick up yards.
Well, I think Seattle, everybody wants to follow the team that's leading, and they're old school, and it's been a pretty good formula for a lot of years to win a lot of games in this league.
Flag is down on the play, and so is DeMarco Murray. It looks like just short of 1st down yardage, but it looks like a defensive offside, which would be a 1st down.
5-yard penalty, first down.
So it is a first down for Dallas, and we go to Kurt Menefee for the game break.
Well, the Cleveland Browns have regained the lead against New Orleans. This is Terrence West, third-round pick out of Towson, getting his first NFL touchdown and doing a little dance to celebrate it. 23-17, start of the fourth quarter. Browns trying to pull the upset. Joe, Troy, and Aaron.
Cleveland lost last week, trying to even their record and send the Saints to 0-2.
Yeah, I think the Saints they're a really good football team too. You know, a tough game last week, and they're getting all that they want out of Cleveland today.
Dunbar and the tailback gets it on the toss. He is a small back. Gets shoved out of bounds by Bernard Pollard. Lance Dunbar, they list at 5'8", 195. And they will mark him just shy of the 40, a pickup of 3. Cowboys have led throughout.
You know, Joe, you talk about the rushing of the Cowboys. I think there is starting to be another shift to the running game. Last week, 8 100-yard rushers. The year before, in week 1, just 3. I think teams realize that needs to be an important element of the game.
There's Dunbar left side. Bring up a 3rd and medium for Tony Romo and Scott Linehan and that Dallas offense.
Yeah, I think that this 3rd down here is really the key for Tennessee. If they're going to have any chance to get back in this game, they've got to be able to make a stop. And if the Cowboys don't get any yardage here, I would imagine that they'll punt. If they come up short, but it's short 4th down opportunity, they may in fact go for it. But this right here, because now you're starting to work against the clock.
They're right on the edge of field goal range right now for Bailey. Be 55 yards from here. Blitz. Pass is caught. And a lunge for the first down by Dez Bryant. And a big pickup and a good throw from Tony Romo. And the power catch from Dez Bryant.
Yeah, well, he's so good with the ball in his hands and trying to keep them from picking this up. They've been, I don't know what the numbers say right now, but pretty good here on 3rd down. And when you go back and look at the difference in this game, 3rd down's been a big part of it. The job that Dallas has done and some of the struggles that, especially in the first half, that we saw from Tennessee.
Dallas 7 for 12 on 3rd down. Tennessee 2 for 9. And a 100-yard day on 10 catches for Bryant. Now back to the ground. Covering up the football is DeMarco Murray. And the real good teams are the teams, and you had it with Emmitt Smith, that when you're up late, you can run the clock down because they know you're going to run and they still can't stop it.
That's pretty impressive right there when you look at the time of possession and the discrepancy between the two teams, and just a complete reversal for Tennessee, the way they controlled the clock at Kansas City, and they've been dominated in that department in this game.
Romo rolls out to his right, trying to beat a blitz. He finds Witten. Witten is going to take it to the 30, stay in bounds as Pollard is there for the stop. But Dez Bryant will keep a training staff busy during the course of the game. They got 2 guys over there rubbing his calves. Last week they were trying to work out cramps in his forearms, and he's already been inside to get his shoulder checked in this game.
Well, one of the real worries with Dez is he's so competitive that he will not go to the ground. Now, the one, he's fighting for the first down, but even, you know, early in games, he takes a lot of punishment as a wide receiver.
3rd down and 8. Cowboys are inside field goal range for Bailey. Pass is off the hands of Murray, incomplete. And that was another first down staring the Cowboys in the face. Instead, it's 4th down, and Bailey will try to go 4 for 4 on the day.
Well, yeah, Bailey comes out, and now, you know, even if Dallas is able to convert here, it's still a 2-possession game. So for Tennessee to maybe be able to make a stop there, that's big. Offensively, they're going to have to create some big plays to get back in it.
48-yard try. And Bailey just making it look easy. Swinging his right leg like he's hanging out in the park. He's hit from 48, 44, 51, 48. And the lead is 16 again for Dallas.
Don't just dream of being the hero. Make it happen.
I can't believe we're missing the game for this. We're not. I got XLTE.
It doubles our 4G LTE bandwidth in cities nationwide. So be that guy with Verizon XLTE.
Now get 1 gig of bonus data and our best pricing ever on the More Everything plan.
They say it's what's on the inside that matters. Guess the McMuffin doesn't think hash browns matter. It's okay, hash browns. We still love you. The new AM Crunch Wrap from Taco Bell. Eggs, bacon, cheese, plus a very meaningful hash brown inside. Wrapped and grilled to go.
Did you even brush your teeth this morning? Because your breath smells like toenails.
Does it hurt? Your body isn't you, your soul is you, and they can never cut into your soul.
What a moment it was last night at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, home of the Cowboys. UCLA and Texas. Heisman hopeful quarterback Brett Hundley was injured his left elbow, so coming off the bench, sophomore Jerry Neuheisel came in, played great, and threw the game-winning touchdown pass. His father and former UCLA head coach Rick Neuheisel watching his son on television deliver a win for the Bruins. I know that Rick's a good friend of yours, and what a moment that must have been for that family.
Yeah, that's personal with me. Rick Neuheisel was my quarterback coach 2 of my 3 years there at UCLA, and obviously an outstanding football coach. And for Jerry Neuheisel to come off the bench, I thought he showed great poise. You know, when he got in the game, that's hard for a young guy to come in that situation on the road and against a pretty good football team, and to then have the winning touchdown pass. I'm real proud of him and real happy for, of course, my UCLA Bruins.
You didn't used to claim him that much. Different times.
Yeah, I did.
I know you did. Here's Washington trying to deliver a jolt, and he can only get to the 20. Tyler Patman on the tackle for Dallas. So here comes Jake Locker. His team down 16 with 8:10 to go.
When the Galaxy Note launched in 2011, it was ahead of its time. And naturally, when things are new and different, sometimes people aren't ready for them. Experts saw the bigger screen and were like, "You look like you're talking into a piece of toast." The Note is an unwieldy beast. Now it's not being dismissed by competitors. It's being imitated. Thing is, the Note is more than big. It's about being more productive. Wait for it. I like that part. More innovative. Oh, cool. More fun. Today, people are saying, is it just me or does the new iPhone 6 look like a Samsung Galaxy Note 2 from 2012? It's cute how Apple thinks their phablet is a fresh idea when Samsung Mobile has been excelling at them for years already. Hashtag next big thing. The new Samsung Galaxy Note 4. The next big thing is here.
This is tailgating, and this is how we tailgate. This is your team, this is the play, and this is what is on the menu. Because with 20-piece Chicken McNuggets for $5, good sportsmanship is easy. That's a victory for your mouth.
Lowe's presents How to Work Out the Triceps.
Impress your guests. L&B 24-inch vanity, now just $119.
We're back at the NFL.com Fantasy Football Combine.
Whoa, this guy got lightning in his fingers.
Or it's just that easy. Yeah, woo! Join the NFL the easy way and play for free at NFL.com/fantasy.
Today's game is sponsored by Lowe's. Lowe's, never stop improving.
Tennessee has to get after it here. 8:10 left. Today for Jake Locker, Sean Greene. Delanie Walker's had his first 100-yard day, but it's not enough. As Locker throws, he's got a man, and taking a knee is Delanie Walker. Obviously, coming in, their idea was to work the tight ends against this Dallas defense. Walker's had a big day. But the Titans trail by 16 with under 8 to go. Second down and 1. Pass is caught by Delanie Walker, and nobody can cover him. Wilcox is back in the game, and the two safeties, Wilcox and Church, have not been good enough to handle number 82.
No, he's, you know, like you talked about a little bit earlier, kind of lost in San Francisco. 60 receptions last year, had never had 30 receptions in a year. He's off to another good start this season.
Tied his career high with 10 catches in the game. Here's a good one. Pass caught by Hunter. And Justin Hunter, 6'4", 203 pounds from Tennessee, is good for 23 yards.
And Barry Church, you see this square in, it's a nice route. Barry Church gets enough of him right there to at least slow him down to where they're able to make a play.
Titans need a quick strike, going for it down the right side, and the pass out of bounds in the direction of Nate Washington, who was looking for a flag from the field judge. Doesn't get it.
Well, Dallas defensively, knowing the situation, they're trying to, you know, play coverage and force him to come underneath. They do on the first down to Delanie Walker, and then they started hitting the intermediate throws, and they've gotten the ball down here very quickly without taking much time off this clock.
Now second down and 10. Locker got a man, Hagan, down inside the 10, and a flag flies at the end of it. Hagan got a hit up high, and Derek slow to get up. 25 yards from Jake Locker.
Well, you see the release there. It's an excellent job of getting up the field by Derek Hagan, and the Cowboys, they go to a single high safety. They had been playing a little bit of the Tampa Bay cover 2. That's such a big part of that Tampa defense over the years, where Rod Marinelli was, and this time they single up, they hit the seam, and you see the collision there at the end of that play with the flag.
There's no foul for hitting on a defensive player. He was running with the ball. First down.
So it's first and goal from the 6. They pick up the flag as Hagan gets looked at along the sideline. The question was he a defenseless player? He made the catch, took a couple of steps, then got the hit up high. So no flag. First and goal from the 6, as the Titans have gone down the field in a blink.
Yeah, they sure have. They've made this look pretty easy. You see the amount of time. They haven't even had the ball a minute and a half yet.
Locker from the 6. Backing up, stepping up, and incomplete. Coverage from Carr, with Justin Hunter the intended target. As Locker let go of a fastball that got through everybody, and Kendall Wright gets up, holding his left side.
Well, that's good protection up front by this offensive line. Jake Locker had protection, but just nowhere to go with the football. Dallas defensively locked onto the receivers. They did a nice job.
Wright so far in this game, 3 catches, 31 yards. Guy who caught 100 passes a year ago. Second and goal. Locker throws behind Delanie Walker. And that time Delanie Walker had a lot of attention from the Dallas defense.
Yeah, there really wasn't a lot there for Jake Locker to try to fit the ball in, and two Cowboys, they're in coverage, and here's the end of that play. Bruce Carter, he was able to come in, and he did a nice job with a free rush, not getting called with a penalty and doing it the way that they're asked to do it these days.
Been knocked down 5 times, hit 11. 1 sack, now third and goal. Obviously 2 cracks at it, you would think, from Tennessee, if they don't get it here. Locker pulls it back. The pass is caught for the touchdown. Nate Washington. Cowboys saying that ball was juggled going to the ground. Both Carr and Church will take another look.
Well, Carr never gets turned around to even locate the ball. Washington goes up.
Oh.
Yeah, it looks like it may have touched the ground coming down. Let's see if this is a better look. Carr's able to get his arm in there.
It's that first look, and it's at that moment that it looks like the ball comes out. Let's take another look. But this is close. If it's incomplete, remember it's 4th down. Right there. Yep. That ball's out. That should not be a touchdown. It's a scoring play, so it's automatically reviewed. And that ball was on the ground and then smothered by the body of Nate Washington.
The previous
Cowboy
play
players saw it.
Is under review.
Both Carr and Church. Here's the best look at it. As Carr's left hand knocked it out. We'll get the call when we come back. Is it a touchdown or is it 4th down? We'll find out.
You think you know the story of Dracula? You have no idea.
My enemies threaten to destroy my kingdom. I want the power to save my family.
Drink Dracula.
What's happening to you?
I chose this because men do not fear swords. They fear monsters.
Dracula Untold in theaters and IMAX. Rated PG-13.
15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Yeah, everybody knows that.
Well, did you know that playing cards with Kenny Rogers gets old pretty fast?
You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money when you're sitting at the table. What? You get it?
I get the gist, yeah.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Help Burger King change the $5 bill. It starts here, America. Seriously, though? This is a real idea from my brain.
Try the spicy original chicken sandwich. Now on the Burger King 2 for $5 menu, where you can mix and match 2 large premium sandwiches for just $5. Only at Burger King.
The epic adventure returns. Sleepy Hollow. Monday, September 22nd on Fox.
While they review the scoring play, we'll welcome you inside the booth. That was a quick trip down the field, but if this is overturned, which we think it will be, it's a big 4th down coming up.
Well, real big. I mean, Tennessee was able to get right down the field, as you said, without having to use much time at all, and then it bogged down, you know, here on those first 3 plays. By all indications, this is incomplete. It's going to come down to 4th down, but even if they get the touchdown, a lot of things have to happen right now with 2-point conversions and everything else, but it looks like it's going to come down here to 4th down.
It was actually the left hand of Carr right there that got on top of the ball and knocked it away. And we'll get the call from Walt Coleman. If it's not a touchdown, it's 4th down.
After reviewing the play, the ball hit the ground as the receiver was going to the ground. It's an incomplete pass. It'll be 4th down at the 6-yard line.
So any hope the Titans now have to come back in this game will ride on this 4th and goal.
Yeah, you know, they're here on the 6-yard line. What a lot of times you like to do, especially with a guy like Jake Locker, is move the pocket. If you move the pocket, you buy some time. He has been under a little duress, and it kind of allows these receivers to work a little bit. The problem is you cut the field in half if you do that.
Four men on the rush. Back of the end zone. Incomplete. Delanie Walker caught it but out of bounds. And the Titans will turn it over on downs. What an effort, but could not get the feet down.
Just a little late on the throw, which allows then Delanie Walker to get too close to the sideline. He's trying to go up and make a play.
Boy, he has had a game. He hits out of bounds clearly, and it's a turnover on downs. Coverage by Wilcox in the back of the end zone, but Delanie Walker showed these Titan fans what he can do. What a huge day, and almost a big catch on that leap in the back of the end zone.
Yeah, just high enough that he just wasn't able to make the catch and then get his feet down. A great job just being able to make the reception.
Here's DeMarco Murray trying to add to a 141-yard day. The rest of this weekend here in week 2 around the NFL. Good action tonight. Before that, it's the Rams and Bucks, Seahawks and Chargers. Tomorrow night, on Monday night, Philadelphia and Indianapolis, and that game tonight as they open up officially Levi's Stadium with the Bears, a banged up Chicago Bears team playing against the 1-0 San Francisco 49ers on Sunday Night Football. 2nd and 6. And a great effort there by DeMarco Murray. He gets about 3.5. Let's go to Kurt with a game break.
Well, maybe everybody who thought the offseason losses on offense for Carolina were too much for them, you might want to hold on a second. Jonathan Stewart fights his way in from 2 yards out. They had a 2-point conversion. Carolina up 21-7 on Detroit, looking to go to 2-0 in the 4th quarter. Joe, Troy, and Aaron.
First it was Derek Anderson. Now it's Cam Newton at the controls for Carolina. Detroit with that impressive win on Monday night at home against the Giants, but not good on the road today. And you look at the leaders for Dallas. There's the guy along with those big bodies up front. Credit them all. Doug Freese, Zach Martin, Travis Frederick, Ronald Leary, and Tyron Smith.
Well, this game offensively for Dallas just reminds me a lot of the games that I was a part of when I played for the Cowboys as far as how they did it. They did it with a power running game. You see Dez Bryant over 100 yards receiving. Tony Romo bounces back from last week's game. Very efficient. You know, there's a lot to build on here for the Dallas Cowboys, but the early reports, boy, this team is going to be capable of running the football. It's just a matter of being able to stick with it, which is up to the coaches to do.
Murray trying to cut back. Now in a foot race. DeMarco Murray is going to get a first down and slide to keep the clock running. He's doing everything right now after an early fumble.
Yeah, that's the only blemish that he's had, and you know, he shows that he understands the situation. Once he gets over towards the sideline and staying in bounds and keeping the clock running. But to be able to traverse the field like that and still get to the outside, that's a pretty impressive run right there.
And there's Dez Bryant, more of what he does, not mailing it in a 16-point game, getting a block to really help get that first down for DeMarco Murray. The Dallas Cowboys now, it's amazing the difference a week can make. I mean, everybody, as I said, was picking on them after week 1. They're on their way, it would seem, to a win today. They're at St. Louis. St. Louis down to their 3rd string quarterback in Austin Davis, at least at the moment it appears. Then at home against New Orleans and Houston before they go to Seattle, and at home against the Giants. And all of a sudden that schedule doesn't look as daunting as it did for the Dallas Cowboys in what should be a watered down NFC East. We'll see Philly and Washington next week. Philadelphia with an impressive win last week over Jacksonville after going down 17-0 and winning 34-17. Let's recap this one. Coming up on 5 minutes left. It's really been all Dallas. DeMarco Murray is able to force his way in for his 2nd touchdown of the season. Delanie Walker, a 61-yarder. The big highlight for the Tennessee Titans. A short 3-yard touchdown throw to Dez Bryant, who has a 100-yard day, and a near touchdown was overturned as that ball got loose from the arms of Nate Washington moments ago.
I think you got to give the defense for the Cowboys some credit too. They had the 1 touchdown. Delanie Walker failed to make a tackle. It was really the only big play.
And listen to that Cowboys chant as Murray gets another first down, and that'll put a smile on the face of Jerry Jones after hearing all week about all the 49er fans.
Well, Jerry's looking at this crowd, looking at all them jerseys, and thinking that maybe some of them are a little dated. They may need to buy a few more.
Yeah. Saw an Aikman jersey down there. That thing is old. played some music here in the stadium to drown out a "Let's Go Cowboys" chant. Penalty flag on the play. As DeMarco Murray, they're still working Murray. I mean, this might be a time to maybe get him out of there and let Dunbar carry it a couple times.
78 did not report as an eligible receiver. 5-yard penalty, still first down.
I mean, for a guy like DeMarco Murray, Troy, that's had a tough time going an entire season without an injury. In fact, he's never done it. I think they leave well enough alone and let that be his day here in week 2.
You know, it looks like they might have heard you as he's going over the sidelines. But yeah, career high 29 rushes for him and 167 yards, and just an excellent job. I mean, he had the fumble. They've got to clean that up. He does. But thought he ran the ball exceptionally well last week, and he was tough to bring down again in this game.
Game break on deck as Dunbar delays and has a nice pickup on 1st and 15. Here's Joel Klatt.
All right, Joe, we go out to Cleveland. Mark Ingram, only 1 TD all of last season. This is already his 3rd of this young season. Saints up by 1, trying to break a 4-game losing streak away from the Dome. Back to Tennessee. Joe, Troy, and Aaron.
And I know, Troy, I'm reading your mind about Ingram, a back that you've always loved, and just waiting for him to get a legitimate every game chance with the Saints.
Yeah, he has a big game and then nothing really happens, and I do think he's an exceptional player. I know they really like him there in New Orleans.
So he's got 3 touchdowns already. A little slip by Dunbar. 3rd down coming up, under 3 to go.
You look at the schedule as we did for the Cowboys, Joe, and you know they need to get as many wins as they can here early, because the end of their season, and obviously we're just finishing up week 2. It's tough. A lot of road games. It's going to be hard for them. And then for Tennessee, where do they go from here? They've got a tough couple road games now coming up, with having to travel to Cincinnati and then back again to Indianapolis, couple playoff teams from a year ago. So it doesn't get any easier for them.
What are they?
3rd down and 5. Hand off to Dunbar, and there's the final 1st down of the day. And what a day it's been. Timeout taken by Tennessee, and that's their final timeout. Now Dunbar's having his fun. And the Cowboys have run the ball for over 200 yards here today. There's Tennessee's upcoming schedule that Troy talked about. On the road, back-to-back weeks, at home against Cleveland and Jacksonville, then at the Redskins on October 19th.
You know, it is interesting, though, each year. I mean, that, you know, when do you really start to get a good feel for what a team is, you know? And Dallas, you know, didn't look particularly good last week. They come back. Anytime you can win on the road, it's good. Tennessee, a great win for them on the road. A new coaching staff, and then to come home today and not have as good a showing. But you can look at that all around the league, and it takes several weeks before teams really begin to start separating themselves and tell us what they're about.
Dunbar left side. We are going to be at the 2-minute warning. Tennessee out of timeouts. A 100-yard day for number 88. A good showing for the Cowboys on the road, leading by 16 with 2 to go.
Today's game is sponsored by Visa Checkout, the easier way to pay online.
Looks like the whole ocean's like about to fold on itself when it's coming in. I think people get hurt every day out there.
Visa Checkout is the easier way to pay online.
All set. Just enter your password and check out.
But can Kaloe and Dino really pay for Pizza Hut inside one of the heaviest waves in the world? Sign up now. Visa Checkout, the easier way to pay online. Visa, everywhere you want to be.
What art thou drinking, Isaac?
Giveth me a red apple ale. Gravity.
What's that?
I have no idea.
Red's Apple Ale. Crisp like an apple, brewed like an ale.
Section 512, row 6, seats 7 through 10. Those are our seats.
If this one time we can't be there, please treat them right.
Get there early, stay late, and yell a whole lot.
Dress warm. Gloves, hats, warm boots.
Eric sits in the middle. Uncle Paul sits on the aisle.
And if you want to sit in my seat, make sure you get your ticket from the only place a fan can trust.
Buy and sell 100% verified, authentic tickets with other true fans. Only on NFL Ticket Exchange. Tickets from one fan to another.
Welcome me back to Nashville. Big day for that man, DeMarco Murray. 167 yards, a lot of work. 29 carries, averaged just under 6 yards a carry. 2nd down and 5. Cowboys running out the clock. Here's Dunbar, wrapped up by Wesley Woodyard. We are with our producer, Richie Zients, our director, Rich Russo. Colby Bourgeois is our technical director. Jake Jolivet down in the truck. Rich Gross, Alex Olson, all of our guys. Steve Horn here in the booth. Our spotter is the great Dave Schwalbe. And our technician, Mike Copeland. It's his last game with us on this crew. He'll be the project manager for our golf package. So we'll see you there next June at Chambers Bay in the Seattle-Tacoma area. Play is made in the backfield. Wrapped up is Dunbar, and it was Griffin who got in there and made the play. So for Mike Copeland, thanks for so many great years of great service here on this crew, and off to golf you go, as this play was made by Griffin to bring up 4th down. As of the moment, the Titans, who after week 1 led the NFL in time of possession at 37 minutes 44 seconds. After a dominant performance at Kansas City, they've had it for under 20 minutes today. 18 minutes 26 seconds.
Yeah, I talked a little bit about it earlier, but you know, the big difference there are the 3rd downs, and what a different quarterback he was, and what a different team the Titans were there in that 2nd half. But they just dug themselves too big of a hole in that 1st half and couldn't get out from underneath it. But I do like what I've seen from Jake Locker overall, and I talked about it to start the ball game. One of the things is he has to stay healthy so he can just get more games under his belt. But he's got some real ability, and I know Ken Wisenhunt is excited about his future and some of the things that he brings to this offense. He'll have better days than the one he had here this afternoon.
Time permitting, we'll get you to the conclusion of New Orleans and Cleveland. Good game. That'll be worth sticking around. The punt is going to end up on the goal line, so out to the 20 with 23 seconds left. We'll have a snap, and that'll be it. Tennessee will be 1-1. The Cowboys will be 1-1. With Dallas heading to St. Louis next week, and Tennessee going to Cincinnati. So far for the season, Troy, for Dallas, 2 games, 346 rushing yards. They're averaging over 5 yards per carry. And for Jason Garrett saying we were doing it with smoke and mirrors on our offensive line in the past. Now we can really block guys. And he's right. They're good. Up front, good, young, and effective. McCluster, and that's the end of the day here in Tennessee. Unless Tennessee wants to snap it one more time. Yes, they do. Maybe. Maybe not. And it's a false start. We'll have a runoff, and that's it. New Orleans at Cleveland.
62 of the offense with the clock running inside a minute. The 10-second runoff. The game is over.
So now we slide.
Boyer throws, and it is Barnage who makes the catch for a Cleveland
first down. Browns have one timeout remaining. Down to 23 seconds. As they try to get it to field goal range for Cundiff. Boyer throws to the 37-yard line. And it's rolled to completion to Austin. That is the initial ruling. See if the officials put some time back on the clock. It is ruled a completion at the 39-yard line. What do you think?
From everything that we have with the catch, yeah, I agree, Tony. You know, he's got possession of the ball. He's established himself in bounds and secured it through the process of the catch.
The ruling on the field is a catch, and the player went out of bounds.
Coming up, CMT Social Hour brings you the top fan-voted videos. Don't go anywhere.
Hey, I'm Kenny Chesney, and my new album, The Big Revival, comes out September 23rd. But you can listen to 6 tracks now exclusively at kennychesney.cmt.com and on the CMT Artist app.
Hi, sweetheart.
Hi, Dad.
We'll talk when I get back.
People from all over this plane simply vanished.
Matthew 24, verse 7. They are all signs. It's all over the world.
What's going on?
He took them to protect them.
Mom and Ramey, they're both gone.
No matter what happens, I love you.
Looks like the end of the world.
Left Behind in theaters October 3rd. Rated PG-13.
Play close. Good and close. Help keep teeth clean and breath fresh with Beneful Healthy Smile snacks. With soft, meaty centers and teeth-cleaning texture, it's dental that tastes so good. Beneful Healthy Smile food and snacks.
I have big news. Bacon and cheese have been stuffed in a crust.
Pizza Hut's new bacon and cheese stuffed crust with hardwood smoked bacon and a blend of 3 cheeses. For a limited time, get a large one topping for just $11.99 and a free 2-liter of Pepsi when you order online. Order now at pizzahut.com.
Just for the fun of it. Delicious, crisp taste of it. Just for the love of it. Just for the feel of it. Just for the taste of it. Diet Coke.
We need a babysitter. She has a lot of fashion. Right, Mr. Tickles?
At Care.com, we can help you find the perfect babysitter or nanny. Search from hundreds of babysitters, plus get access to background checks and more. Join free to get started. Care.com.
Lowe's presents How to Work Out the Triceps.
Wow.
Impress your guests. Your choice bathroom faucets, now just $59 at Lowe's.
In the nation, the safest feature in your car is you. Add Vanishing Deductible from Nationwide Insurance and get $100 off for every year of safe driving, which for you shouldn't be a problem. Just another way we put members first, because we don't have shareholders. Join the nation.
Nationwide is on your side.
A smile. They say you get what you pay for. But sometimes you get a whole lot more, like the Junior Bacon Cheeseburger and other great tastes for less from Wendy's.
Now that's better.
Charlie, the demand on this network, it is increasing by the second.
It's crazy, huh?
And people are relying on it more than ever. We cover more than 99% of all Americans.
No, I can't imagine living without it. It's a place where people can come share knowledge and ideas. It's beautiful.
That's deep, Charlie.
My selfie just hit 100 likes. 100!
AT&T is building you a better network.
How do you eat your Eggo?
You can start with a syrup or a top, maybe not. Apples and cinnamon and honey if you got. Bring on the chocolate spread. Something green, something blue, something orange, something red. Handmade tomato sandwich, got it nice and do some damage. Cream cheese, pomegranate, make it look like decogenic. X's and O's and a tic-tac-toe. You can fill in the holes with the syrup flow. Yeah, snack it. Maybe you can bend it. You can slice it up and dice it up and bake it up and friend it.
There are millions of ways to Eggo. Enter your Eggo recipe on Facebook for your chance to win $10,000.
Just Lego my Eggo.
The Dueler tires on Terrence Knighton's truck are engineered to be Bridgestone's best SUV tires, and now they have an 80,000-mile